So guys, Xiaomi has another new phone and it's launched in China and it's called the Xiaomi CIVI. I know that this phone is used to be the Xiaomi CC. Okay, so it's basically your camera-centric phone, which is called the camera series. But of course, due to some copyright issue, they need to change their name into CIVI. So let's open. So guys, here is the Xiaomi CIVI and I can see that the box is really thin. And yeah, normally phone these days in China, they don't really come with chargers. So you have to buy it separately. Here's the 55 watts GAN charger. So opening the box, you have the Xiaomi CIVI print over here. And upon opening this small pouch, you have your SIM ejector pin. And inside, you also have your USB Type-C to audio jack connector, which is of course very important since we no longer use a 3.5mm audio jack on the phone. So yeah, this one is probably very important unless you have your own Bluetooth audio devices. So inside you also have your user guide and of course that really nice jelly case. And other than that, there's no nonsense inside this one since there's nothing more in this one. So you have your phone here. So yeah, I can say that the phone really looks nice and sleek. It's really thin. It's really, I can say it's really light. So right now, let me give you a quick phone tour. Underneath, we have your loudspeaker, your microphone in, Type-C port, and of course, dual nano 5G SIM. And on the right side, you have your power button, of course, your volume rocker. And on top, we have your traditional Xiaomi IR blaster. And of course, your noise cancelling mic and your Dolby Atmos second loudspeaker. And on the other side, it's pretty plain, pretty clear. And you have your triple camera setup at the back. And I can see that the largest module probably is the 64MP main sensor. And down we have dual LED flash. And I can say that it looks a little bit different compared to the other releases of Xiaomi. And there's their Xiaomi print. No longer there's the 5G print on the side of Xiaomi since probably they know that every single phone released now by Xiaomi is 5G ready. And yeah, I can say that the curved screen is really giving me that really nice feel swiping left and right. And here's the main wallpaper. It's really nice. I like the wallpaper. It's very refreshing. And swiping left and right, it's definitely very smooth. And yeah, there's really a lot to love about this phone. So hi guys, it's me Mitch, double to Xiaomi review and welcome back to my channel. So I have here on my hands just unboxed the Xiaomi CIVI and it's a very powerful phone, almost the same as that of the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite 5G NE. It also sports the Snapdragon 778 and it's a 5G capable processor. And I know that this phone can really perform. I was able to try a lot of multitasking on this one and it didn't even give me a hiccup. Really nice. Yeah, I know that throwing all those multitasking to this 6nm chip is definitely just a walk in the park. And I was able to gather a 518,000 points here on Antutu version 9.0.12. And well, for me, this is something really nice. The score is really nice for a mid-range of this category. This is the score of last year's flagship. And I can say that, well, it really was able to blow me away with all those speed inside this one. And yeah, checking some other benchmark, was able to gather some more good scores on iTutu, scoring a 313,000 points is also a good sign. Now, probably one downside on this one is that it's just a level 3 security level of wideband on DRM info. And yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't put this to level 1 since it's a nice phone. It has all the specs that you want inside this one and it's really light. Hey, to be honest with you, this is almost as light as the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite 5G NE. This is just 166 grams. For me, it's another one of those light series from Xiaomi. And I think the trend right now is to go lighter as opposed to those heavy ones like the Mi 11 Ultra, which is definitely something really heavy on your hands, on your pocket. But of course, the Mi 11 Ultra having all those goodies inside, unlike this one. But well, this one I can say that it really can perform. And right now, checking the specs of its screen, it has a 6.55-inch OLED display. It has a 1 billion colors. It is supported by Dolby Vision HDR10+, 120 Hz of screen refresh rate, and almost 1,000 nits for its max brightness. And I can say that this brightness is really something that I like. And I was able to watch some videos and read some messages under the direct sunlight. And yeah, that is definitely no problem. So I was able to watch some videos on this one on YouTube and of course on Netflix. And I can say that the display on this one is really bright, and was able to enjoy it together with the Dolby Atmos. And the sound is really firing out loud on both sides. I can say that I was able to feel the music. I was able to watch it more immersively using this phone. And of course, the OLED display on this one gives me that enjoyable display. The black is blacker, and of course, the colors are punchy. Definitely watching videos is definitely very enjoyable. Of course, talking about video and audio, this one is supported by Dolby Atmos. I was able to play Call of Duty on this one, and here are the settings. I was able to put some to the maximum, and yes, I can say that playing this game is really enjoyable. And of course, given the screen is 120 Hz of screen refresh rate, it's giving me that smooth transition, especially on gameplays, especially on watching videos. The 120 Hz really is very important nowadays. Now, the gameplay overall, I can say that it's really nice. I was able to play this for roughly an hour and a half, and well, the back did warm up a bit, but it's still tolerable, and definitely was able to finish the whole game, several whole games, and was able to come on top. The touch response is really fast on this one, and yeah, I didn't really have much problem. I can say that this one doesn't really have that much of a frame drops on this one, since it's the Snapdragon 778G is powerful enough, and I can say that it's almost last year's flagship. So running games like PUBG, like Mobile Legend, like Genshin Impact, and of course Call of Duty is really a-okay, no problem on this one. And of course, the main selling point of the Xiaomi CIVI is the camera of this phone, and it has a 64 MP main shooter being its wide sensor, and it has an aperture 1.8, and it's a 26 mm lens. And I can say that, well, I was hoping that it's 108, but of course, the numbers doesn't really count. It's more of the integration of the camera to your phone. Now, together with it is a 8 MP ultra wide lens, 2 MP macro lens, and guess what? The front shooter is also nice. It has a 32 MP front shooter, and was able to take some good photos. Check it out. So I was really impressed with the camera of this phone. Was able to take some nice outdoor shot, some nice indoor shot, especially taking some selfie photos on this one is definitely enjoyable. But there are some times that it's a little bit too filtered. And of course, on taking some selfie shot, you can either choose natural or more classic. I'm not quite sure with what they mean about classic, but when I switch to classic, my face tends to look a lot smoother, like a K-pop star. This is the camera of the Xiaomi CIVI, and yeah, it kind of looks nice. It looks very sharp, and of course, you're hitting
lighted area is sometimes overexposed, but yeah, was able to calibrate itself easily. That's the power of the Xiaomi CIVI. It's a camera series, of course.
Now I was able to take in some videos using this phone, and of course using the front and the rear camera, taking some videos. It's really enjoyable. I was able to get some very stable video using this one, and I just using my bare hand since I have that ultra stabilized hands, and of course the camera is definitely having its image stabilization intact, giving me that smooth transition taking some video using a 1080p at the rear and at the front, and was able to, I can really say that the phone is very much vlog worthy. And of course, especially mentioned the selfie camera on this one. My face really turned me into a K-pop star, and I was able to show the world that I could be a K-pop star, no needing those surgeries, and of course just using the camera of the Xiaomi CIVI, it can give me that same look as a Korean star. Now the battery on this one is not the biggest among phones released by Xiaomi, just 4,500 milliampere hours of battery, and of course the charger is on a separate package. You need to purchase it separately since Xiaomi doesn't release phone these days with a charger intact. So in China, you need to buy it separately. Now, it is a 55 watts fast charger. This one can support, of course. I was able to drain it down to 18% and charging it back up to 100. And just took me 47 minutes just to accomplish the complete charge. And it's really fast. And of course, was able to try to get the rating of this phone for its screen on time. And I'm really impressed that it was able to give me a 15 hours and 29 minutes. Check it out. So I was using this phone for more than a week already. I was able to enjoy putting everything to the test, and well, it lasted me more than a day, and well, not more than a day and a half. And of course, those are based on normal usage, like just a bit of social media, some videos, some games, and of course some calls. No heavy gamings, of course, it will definitely drain it pretty fast. Now guys, I'm really impressed with this one, the Xiaomi CIVI series, and it gave me some really nice shot using the camera of this phone. Of course, mentioning the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, it's definitely the better one. If you cannot afford the Mi 11 Ultra, this one is definitely your bet. I can say that the camera on this one is definitely nice. And of course, if you are somebody who likes to take a lot of selfies, this phone is definitely for you. It can make your face look pretty. It can make it put a lot of filters on it. And of course, you can play with it. And yeah, it definitely can perform, especially on the front camera. Now guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos here from my channel. And I hope to see you on the next one.